while authorities say flames from the fire may still be visible this morning.
Plus, artificial intelligence is reshaping policing and the courts. We're taking a look at how the tool is cutting hours of work in just minutes.
And Mardi Gras de Sabine is back in Orange. We're live with a preview of this weekend's big event and all the festivities your family can look forward to. 12 News Daybreak on 12 News Plus starts now. Good morning, Southeast Texas. Thanks for waking up with Daybreak on 12 News Plus. I'm Tia Johnson.
And I'm Mark Armstrong. It's 7 o'clock right now, so let's go ahead and get a first look at your weather with meteorologist Jeff Gerber as we take a live look outside from our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network here above the 12 News studio in Beaumont, right before it switched over to Jasper. Jeff, what can we expect today?
Well,
there you are. Hey, Jeff appears.
We'll see lots of sunshine out there for today, as you can see here on our Skycam. We're looking at lots of clear skies out there, but it's chilly. Temperatures right now in the 40s, from 43 in Jasper to 45 in Kirbyville, 45 in Woodville, 47 in Silsbee, Beaumont's at 45, Orange is at 46, and then 48 in Port Arthur. So you need the jacket or coat out there for this morning. We'll see highs just barely getting to 60 today, so might want a jacket throughout most of the day. Like I said, skies are clear out there this morning all the way across Southeast Texas. The cold front now is pushed down into the Gulf, and we'll see highs just getting to 60 today with north winds between about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So no problems as far as any active weather for today. Matter of fact, it stays pretty quiet through the next 7 days. We will see some warmer temperatures for the weekend. We'll have that for you coming up in weather.
Thank you, Jeff. One person was hurt yesterday in a natural gas pipeline explosion in Cameron Parish. It happened at the Delphin LNG pipeline near Holly Beach and Johnson Bayou. Flames of heavy smoke were seen at the beach south of the compressor station. Officials say the fire is under control, but flames may still be visible as it burns out. There were no off-site impacts reported. Natural gas was shut off at the offshore rig connected to the 28-mile pipeline.
Artificial intelligence is changing everything, even the justice system. Lawyers are now using AI to sift through mountains of evidence. Reporter Cameron Burchett has the latest.
AI is a powerful tool, one that I think that probably every lawyer needs to learn how to use, but every prosecutor is probably using right now when it comes to their cases.
You see it across social media. Artificial intelligence is everywhere. Like any tool, AI can be used for good, and if in the wrong hands, can be harmful.
We live in a world where what we see on the written page, what we see on the document, may not be true. And it is at times scary.
Alamdar Hamdani is a former Department of Justice attorney. He says he utilized AI early in his career.
And as somebody who used it when I was at the DOJ, when I was a U.S. attorney, helped me draft speeches and press releases and those mechanical things that AI can be used for.
Now, as a partner at Bracewell Law Firm in Houston, he continues to use it as a resource to streamline work processes that could otherwise take ages.
Our clients will have gigabytes of information and being able to sift through that as well. That's what AI has allowed us to do on a much larger and grander scale.
But in a time where facts can compete with fiction, the consequences of getting it wrong can be massive.
Many lawyers are getting caught for using AI and using, what looks like case law, but is not, and they didn't do the extra work of actually researching it. And now we're seeing judges issue orders prohibiting the use of AI, or if you are going to use it, you've got to disclose it.
And he says the laws aren't catching up fast enough.
The laws that are coming into place and the legal framework that's happening is constantly always trying to catch up with the latest technologies.
The reason we see so many AI tools is because the relative ease of implementing AI tools.
Tools that Jonathan Hance uses to find that one important piece of information.
I use it all the time as a so-called needle finder.
Hance is also a partner at Bracewell in the litigation and technology group. He warns the real danger of AI is how much we choose to trust it without verifying.
And we start this vicious cycle of really dumbing down the state of human knowledge with a bunch of stuff that may or may not be true. And so truth finding becomes a really key aspect of life now. Can I trust this source? Is it accurate or not?
Despite AI's strengths, he doesn't believe it can replace him in the workplace.
And there's a real human touch that has to happen there that I'm not sure AI will ever be able to do in a way like a human practicing lawyer can do.
Hans feels you shouldn't be afraid of the technology, that you should try it before you knock it.
It's easy to dip your toe in, and then you can decide for yourself how it might impact what you do on a day-to-day basis.
And that was Cameron Burchett reporting. Coming up this Friday at 10, 12 News breaking down the future of AI in policing. And speaking of AI, online returns, they may be easier than ever, but retailers say that fraud is also on the rise.
And now companies are turning to AI for help. People are swapping items, using lookalikes, and taking advantage of generous return policies. Happy Returns has rolled out a new system that flags high-risk returns and compares photos to original products. The company's COO says stopping return fraud can mean lower costs and fair policies for honest shoppers.
Unless this problem gets solved, you'll see more retailers just abandon some of the generous return policies that we're seeing. So I think overall, this is not just a problem that is a handful of bad apples, but it's really going to affect the industry as a whole and return policies if it doesn't get addressed.
Happy Return says its current focus is improving the AI tech's accuracy and exploring ways to identify fraud earlier in the return process. And here at home, money already approved by the state is now officially on its way to Alex Keith Park in Beaumont.
Yeah, it's all thanks to a $1.9 million Texas Parks and Wildlife grant. The Beaumont City Council unanimously approved a resolution Tuesday accepting funding for park improvements. That includes a new playground, splash pads, sports courts, and a computer lab. Councilman A.J. Turner says that lab is going to provide more opportunities for South Park families.
We're going to add a computer lab with about 15 computers. With South Park being right there by Lamar University, we have Lamar students that have already committed to tutoring our students who may be going home after school to a situation where parents may not be there.
And we could see some improvements as soon as this summer. 7:07 right now. The floats are rolling and the beads are flying. Mardi Gras on the Sabine. It's returning this weekend.
And the celebration will pack the riverfront with cruise families and lots of revelers. 12 News reporter Derek Jones live at the Riverfront Pavilion in Orange with what we can expect. Hey, Derek.
Hey Mark, it's here. I'm here at the Riverfront Pavilion along the Sabine River, and this weekend they're having Sabine on the Mardi Gras on the Sabine, and it's a family-friendly event for children and families alike. And I have Allison Clary here who's going to tell us a little bit about it. And Allison, what can we expect regarding events and things, activities people can do for this upcoming weekend?
Sure. So on Saturday, we'll have several kid activities. We'll have some inflatables and bounce houses. There's some games that families can play together. There'll be face painting. There's a 360 photo booth. And then for the kids, well, for really everybody, we'll do a second line march, a traditional second line march with a brass band from New Orleans. And we'll do the Crew to Kids parade so the kids can dress up, have their decorated wagons, throw beads and stuff right down the boardwalk here. And then the Crew of Crews parade with the Greater Orange Area Chamber of Commerce will roll right by at 6. And then after that, we'll lead into our live music with War Horses and Wayne Toops. And admission is free, so everybody's welcome to come and have a good time.
Gotcha. And regarding the music, I'm not used to Zydeco-cation, is it called? Yeah. And because I'm from up north. So could you explain to me a little bit about the selection of the band?
Sure. So the Four Horses is opening for Wayne Toops, and he's really popular, especially here locally and regionally, really. And he's got his signature. He has a Zydeco-Cajun, is what he calls it. He kind of pioneered that sound. So he's real big on the accordion. So we all love it. You come out here and do a little Cajun two-step, so it's fun.
All right, Cajun two-step. I gotta learn it. Yeah. Do you have a favorite memory about this Sabine on the Mardi Gras on the Sabine?
Oh gosh, I guess just being out here with your friends and your family and eating good food and listening to music and just kind of the community that it has for everybody to just come have a nice time.
Gotcha. And what time can they come out again?
Sure, the gates open at 2, the second line march is at 3, the parade itself rolls at 6, and then live music will kick off at 7 with Wayne Toops at 8:30.
All right, thank you so much, Allison. So if you guys are looking for something to do, come out this Saturday. Mark and Tia.
All right, Derek. And now to a remarkable rescue at sea and a young boy who swam for miles to save his family when their day at the beach turned into a nightmare. His mother forced to make a heartbreaking decision in the weather to keep her family intact. Here's ABC's Hannah Battah.
This is the moment a rescue boat finally reached a family stranded in rough seas for 10 hours off Australia. A moment that would not have been possible if not for one determined 13-year-old boy.
I just said, all right, not today, not today, not today. I have to keep on going.
And he did keep on going. Austin Appleby, his mom and 2 siblings had set out from the beach on a kayak and inflatable paddle boards, planning to be on the water for about an hour. The ocean was calm, but the surf quickly picked up and their kayak flipped over, took on water, and pushed them out to sea.
I was just thinking in my head, like thinking I was going to make it through, but I was also thinking about like all my friends at school.
Austin, who started taking swimming lessons at age 4, tried to tow his mom and 2 younger siblings to shore, but the water was too rough. That's when his mom made the difficult decision to send Austin to get help.
In the beginning, it was, we're going to be fine. Austin's going to make it back. As time went on, I was like, why? I haven't seen anyone come.
Austin left his family behind while they were clinging to the kayak and paddle boards and swam the grueling 2.5 miles back to the beach and called for help.
And then finally I just made it to shore. I just collapsed.
He ran another mile down the beach to get their phone and make that life-saving call for help.
He's absolutely amazing. Yeah, and his dad are super proud, so yes.
He swam the 2.5 miles without a life jacket, saying it was easier to swim without one. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
Coming up on Daybreak here on 12 News Plus, the countdown is on for the 2026 Milan Cortina Olympics. What you need to know about Team USA before the opening ceremony Friday. Plus a blanket made of frozen iguanas and a tiny mouse going full throttle. Your trending news is coming up.
Share your pics and video with 12 News. Just go to the Near Me tab inside the 12 News Now app and click Share with Us. To the spot welders and forklift drivers, to the pipeline technicians and plant operators, to the chemists, custodians, and contractors, and the engineers, pilots, and wellhead pumpers. To the people working day after day, keeping our Power City rolling, 12 News is telling your stories.
Extended the temporary restraining order.
When industry news breaks, we're on the front lines, digging into the issue, filtering out rumors, and giving you the facts direct from inside sources.
Lamar is working to protect Power City from hackers.
Taking on the story from all sides and all angles with award-winning coverage.
The company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Southeast Texas is a power city, and we're bringing the power to you. 12 News, putting Southeast Texas first.
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, don't mess with Texas, means we gotta step up, walk the walk. Do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all these miles, all these traditions, for all us Texans, don't mess with Texas means don't litter.
It's time to honor our local educators with the 12 News Golden Apple Awards. Once a month, 12 News will surprise an educational staff member who has gone above and beyond to make a positive impact on the lives of Southeast Texas students. Nominate your educator by going to 12newsnow.com/goldenapple to do your part in showcasing the heroes that make a difference both inside and outside the classroom. The Golden Apple Awards, every month on 12 News.
From Dallas to Houston, San Antonio to Austin, it's the news that moves all of Texas. Texas News Now. One power-packed hour with enough Texas news to fill a 10-gallon hat. Your top headlines, weather alerts, and big travel updates. No matter where you're headed, across town or across the state, we've got Texas covered. Texas News Now, weekdays noon, only on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Well, the Winter Olympics are almost here. We are just 2 days from the opening ceremony in Milan. NBC's Mark Barger, he's breaking down some of the numbers for Team USA.
in the netting. But Lindsey Vonn is ready to put that knee injury from last Friday's crash behind her as one of 7 5-time Olympians here with Team USA.
And I always do my best to make our country proud, and I hope I can do that.
231 other athletes will also have that chance, the biggest winter contingent ever for Team USA. Come on! Rookies make up more than half the squad, 134 in all, including Ilya Malinin, the 2-time world champ and gold medal favorite in men's figure skating.
We're all here to support each other, and we all have each other's back when we need it.
Bobsledder Alana Myers-Taylor is among 16 team members who have won multiple medals. She's also one of 26 parents.
I want them to see their mom going after her dreams and going through all challenges, all obstacles, and just going after it anyways.
Overall, 32 states and the District of Columbia have sent athletes here to Milan. Colorado has the most with 30, Minnesota's next with 24, and California has 19. NHL stars are back on Olympic ice for the first time since 2014. Brothers Brady and Matthew Tkachuk are among 4 sets of Team USA siblings. So are Quinn Hughes and brother Jack.
So proud of him.
For snowboarder Nick Baumgartner, repping the U.S. for a 5th time is the ultimate.
Yeah! You will not see me without something that says where I'm from.
That says Team USA makes itself at home in Italy. Mark Barger, NBC News, Milan.
And the youngest member of Team USA is 15, a freestyle skater, Abby Winterberger. That's right, Winterberger, very appropriate. As for the oldest, they are 54-year-old curler named Rich Runin. And you can watch them all here on NBC 12. The opening ceremony is this Friday.
A little bit of rain last evening. Front came through the area. Now it's out in the Gulf, and behind it we're seeing clear skies, chilly temperatures, but looks like it's going to be a pretty good day. Just a little bit on the cool side compared to what we saw yesterday. We were up around 70 degrees yesterday. Here's a look up in Jasper on Roofing 911 Live SkyCam Network. This camera brought to you by Provalis. As we look at temperatures right now, we're going from 43 in Jasper to 44 in Woodville and 45 in Kirbyville. Also Beaumont at about 45. 46 in Silsbee and Orange, and then 48 in Port Arthur. There's the front out into the Gulf now, working its way off towards the east and southeast. Still some rain out ahead of it, and then back behind it we have those clear skies coming in. It should be a sunny day. Don't have to worry about anything on radar. Radar's clear. We'll be clear for the next several days. Next chance of rain really doesn't come into play until maybe about the middle of next week. Our futurecast takes us from the 40s to the lower 50s by 10 o'clock. Near 60 by lunchtime, and then into the lower 60s for highs this afternoon. In the lakes area, might not make it to 60 today. You might be stuck in the upper 50s there. 50s for a short time this evening, and then most of the evening will be in the 40s before we drop off into the 30s tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's going to be cold tomorrow morning, maybe even a little bit frosty as we drop back into the middle 30s across the area. So be ready for that, a cold start there on your Thursday morning. For today, though, upper 50s, lower 60s, lots of sun. We'll see north winds at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. For tonight, clear skies. We'll look at temperatures dropping back down into the middle 30s towards the lakes and some upper 30s here around the triangle. We don't expect temperatures to drop below freezing tomorrow morning. It's just going to be a little bit on the cold side. You'll need the coat early, but by the afternoon, maybe just a lightweight jacket as we'll get to about 60 on Thursday. As we head towards Friday and through the next several days after that into Tuesday of next week, every day we'll see highs there anywhere between about 71 and 74. So nice and warm afternoons. Our normal high this time of year right around about 65. So we'll be anywhere from, say, 7 to 8 degrees above where we should be through that period of time. There will be a couple of chilly mornings, 43 on Friday morning, 46 on Saturday morning, and then we'll see some 50s through Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We do see a chance for a few showers. That's going to come into play on Tuesday. Tuesday we're looking at about a 30% chance for or 20% chance for a few showers in the afternoon. But overall, not looking too bad in our 7-day forecast. I'm looking forward to those 70s, though, for the weekend.
We're looking forward to having Tia join us here in just a moment. It's not looking bad, though, Jeff. I am enjoying that forecast quite a bit as we continue to wait for Tia for just another moment.
Okay, you're not putting me on blast like that. Did you hear me running? Did you hear my flip-flops?
Special assignment or something,
Yes,
I guess?
she was. Yes, she was. Not on blast.
You know, I was just make sure that 12 News app was working.
Yes.
Why are you so red?
I'm not red. It's just the lighting in here. Hey,
Tried to stretch it out as long as I could.
I'm sorry.
Me and Mark is looking at each other going, where is she? Where'd she go?
I heard you talking. I'm like, okay, he's still going. So my break is still going. It's over now.
Yeah, we're done.
Just like we need winter. Over.
hey, Jeff, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
All right, now to a couple of traffic alerts for drivers in Jefferson County. This morning, the right shoulder of Highway 69 North at Delaware is going to be closed from 9 to noon so crews can repair a guard fence.
And in Port Arthur, the left lanes of Highway 69 North and South from Jimmy Johnson Boulevard to FM 365 will be closed today and tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is so crews can fix a concrete barrier.
And in Orange, the I-10 West frontage road, Lutcher Drive at the railroad tracks, that's going to be closed tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is for the Union Pacific track maintenance, so find an alternate route. 7:21 right now here on 12 News Plus. Let's do some trending news. Video of a mouse on a wheel at the Brevard Zoo in Florida. It is going viral because, well, it's hilarious.
Yeah, and if you need a good laugh, look no further. This is it. Watch this little guy go full throttle. Woo! That's probably the sound he made. And it's not sped up. That is how fast he was really going around the wheel. We don't think it was even on purpose. It seems he built some momentum, then just couldn't stop. But people also can't stop watching it after the zoo shared his dizzying spin on Facebook. I really want to know how he looked after it stopped. Like, was he, look at him.
That's how I feel getting ready for work in the morning.
Just when that alarm go off, it's real crazy.
Yeah, just about like that.
All right, let's go to another viral video, also out of Florida.
Yeah, this one involves a critter as well, but it's just, this one's a little weird, I should say. It's a group of influencers. They were seen warming up in a weird way with this blanket of frozen iguanas. The big old lizards, they go into a state of hibernation. When it gets cold, it's called brumation. It's much like alligators over at Gator Country. Now, the state says that it's all legal right now because, get this, they're an invasive species in that area, so they don't care what you do with those iguanas, apparently.
And then, like, how does he get up?
They're all paralyzed, basically. So you just pick them. Someone must have laid them all on them, and he's just going to get up and walk away. Poor iguanas.
I can do that to you.
Maybe. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
All right. If you're looking to pop the question to that special someone, well, do it over wings and pinball on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because on February 14th, Dave & Buster's is turning proposals into a full-on arcade experience at select locations. Couples can climb into the viral human crane and possibly score a diamond engagement ring worth up to 15 grand. The human crane ride started $20 per person. If you're going to propose, anyway, it's worth a shot.
Oh, no, I got nothing else to say.
Continue to read, Mark.
Continue on, man.
Speaking of engagements, a couple is going viral for their proposal this week.
Yeah, it was groundbreaking because of how it was done on Groundhog Day. This man, he dropped to one knee and he popped the question live on air just moments after Puxatawny Phil called for 6 more weeks of winter. But they plan to spend the next 6 weeks planning a wedding after Abby said yes. Very cute.
7:23. Jeff will be back with your forecast.
This is a tornado on the ground.
And the roads are slippery.
We have a tropical storm warning.
Look at this water.
Street flooding in Beaumont.
It is going to get extremely cold.
The metal building blew away from a business. Staying safe behind the wheel is imperative.
Find a safe spot, move to an interior room.
Just make sure you're staying safe.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
The STEM fields are providing opportunity to be part of the developments that will shape the future, and the Army National Guard is at the forefront of the movement. Soldiers can serve part-time and choose from dozens of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics jobs, working with cutting-edge technology and innovations. And the skills and experience they receive can open doors for them to civilian careers in the STEM world. Join a team that is taking the lead in STEM by talking to a local recruiter or by going to nationalguard.com/careers.
It's time to honor our local educators with the 12 News Golden Apple Awards. Once a month, 12 News will surprise an educational staff member who has gone above and beyond to make a positive impact on the lives of Southeast Texas students. Nominate your educator by going to 12newsnow.com/goldenapple to do your part in showcasing the heroes that make a difference both inside and outside the classroom. The Golden Apple Awards every month on 12 News.
No matter where we start, every mile brings us closer. And as Texans, we take care of each other along the way. We lend a hand, slow down, and take our time. At the end of the day, we all want to get home safe. Drive like a Texan. Kind, courteous, and safe.
We're working to get more information from Beaumont Police.
Join 12 News weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m., keeping you informed on what matters most.
And keep you safe when weather impacts your day.
Following the excitement with your team.
Covering local issues that matter in your community.
Watch 12 News at 6 and 10 p.m. and stream on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
At the bus stop this morning, it's chilly. Temperatures drop back down into the 40s, right near about 50 degrees. So need the jacket out there for this morning. Dry, but still kind of cool at recess, 60, and then we'll be in the lower 60s on the way home with plenty of sunshine this afternoon. Along the coast today, you can see Texas Point north winds at 17, gusting to 21 right now. Water temperature at 60 thanks to that front that moved through. There is a small craft advisory for today, and we're looking at some rough conditions on the inland lakes and bays. So be aware of that. Probably not the best day for the boat if you're just going out for a ride. North winds at 15 to 20 knots, seas from 2 to 3 feet. Next high tide is tonight at 5:28. Our sunsets tonight also at 5:56.
Coming up next here on 12 News Plus, Port Arthur, they're about to give you a new way to get city problems fixed. Their 311 system that's launching next month.
Plus, new park investments in Beaumont aim to offer new opportunities for families in South Park. The amenities you can look forward to.
And Mardi Gras on the Sabine, it's back in Orange this weekend. We're live with a preview of the big event and the family-friendly festivities.
And time now, 7:27. We will be right back with more news and weather in just a few minutes.
Well, good morning, Southeast Texas. Thanks for joining us here on 12 News Plus. I'm Mark Armstrong.
And I'm Tia Johnson. Time now 7:30. Let's get a first look at your weather with meteorologist Jeff Gerber taking a live look outside at the skies of Beaumont. So happy to see the sun shining in its glory. Almost sound like a gospel song, huh, Jeff?
You could probably write something out there. Temperatures outside right now are chilly. Temperatures all the way down to 41 in Jasper, 43 in Kirbyville, and then 44 in Woodville. We jump into the middle 40s around Silsbee at 46, and Beaumont and Orange at 45, and then 48 right now in Port Arthur. So you'll need the jacket. Make sure the little ones are bundled up if you're heading off to school for this morning. Outside, we've just been seeing plenty of sunshine, clear skies out there. Here's a look up towards Jasper. This camera brought to you by Provalis, part of the Roofing 911 Live Sky Cam Network. And looking like a good start. Like I said, it's just chilly out there for this morning. Take you down to Port Arthur. This camera brought to you by Market Basket. Once again, those clear skies behind the front that moved through last night. And looking like a good start down there towards the intercoastal. Temperatures are going to be up around 60 for today, 60 to about 62. Plenty of sunshine. North winds between about 5 and 15 miles per hour. Looks like our next chance of rain doesn't come into play until next week. We'll talk more about that. We'll also look at a warm weekend coming up in our 7-day in just a little bit.
All right, Jeff. Well, one person was hurt yesterday in a natural gas pipeline explosion over in Cameron Parish. This happened at the Delphin LNG pipeline near Holly Beach and Johnson Bayou. Now, flames and heavy smoke, they were seen at the beach south of a compressor station. Officials say the fire, it's under control, but flames, they may still be visible as it burns out. There were no off-site impacts reported. Natural gas was shut off at the offshore rig connected to the 28-mile pipeline.
Beaumont police are investigating after crews found the body of a 74-year-old man on a vacant lot near downtown Monday. They've identified him as Larry Andrews of Beaumont. Police say they found his body near the intersection of Jefferson and Wall Streets as officers and firefighters responded to a welfare check just after noon that day. Investigators say they haven't been able to reach his family and they're hoping to find relatives. According to officials, his death does not appear to be criminal, but they're still waiting on autopsy results. Anyone who knows how to contact his family is asked to call the Beaumont Police Department.
And we're learning more about a man found dead in a wheelchair outside of a Port Arthur convenience store. Justice of the Peace Joseph Guillory II says there's no confirmed cause of death yet. 61-year-old James Ruley, he was found outside the store near Turtle Creek Drive and 9th Avenue last Tuesday. That's when overnight temperatures at the time had fallen into the low 20s.
A 25-year-old truck driver will spend over a year and a half in prison after pleading guilty to a deadly 2024 crash. This is video that we are about, well, this is not video right now, but we are showing video now from that New Year's Eve. Prosecutors say Vishal was driving on I-10 when he slammed into a car with 7 people inside. We've stopped the video before impact because the victim died. The car had a blown tire and its hazard lights were on, but Vishal sped along without braking. Prosecutors say he entered the U.S. from India illegally, used an alias and drove for a California company. Judge Raquel West said yesterday he could pose a threat to public safety.
Probation to me in a felony case really of any kind when someone is here unlawfully doesn't make any sense.
Tamario Butler from Kentwood, a 16-year-old passenger, died from her injuries 2 days after the crash. 7:33 right now. Police now saying Today Show host Savannah Guthrie's mom was abducted from her home.
Yeah, detectives, they are now examining possible ransom notes to determine if they're real. Investigators say that Nancy Guthrie, she was taken against her will late Saturday night from her home in Tucson. The Sheriff's Department and the FBI, they are fielding hundreds of calls right now and are reviewing those ransom notes that were reportedly sent to a news station and to TMZ.
We are following all leads we have. That's all I can tell you.
And police say that there's no DNA at the scene, but no suspects so far. Or they say there is DNA at the scene, but no suspects so far. Investigators saying that one camera from the front of her home is missing and they haven't been able to access footage from the others.
I'm thrilled to sign the Consolidated Appropriations Act to immediately reopen the federal government and fund the vast majority of operations through the rest of the fiscal year.
That was the moment President Trump signed a bill yesterday to partially fund and reopen the federal government. A key part of the bill is it separates funding for the Department of Homeland Security. The move gives Congress 2 more weeks to discuss reforms to immigration enforcement.
All right, a reminder, applications, they open today for Texas School Voucher Program. That's going to allow some families to use taxpayer dollars for private school tuition and other expenses. If approved, families, they can receive about $10,000 per student. You can apply online at educationfreedom.texas.gov. Anyone can apply regardless of family income, but priority will be given to students with disabilities and low-income families. Accepted families will be notified in April.
Here at home, Port Arthur is about to join Beaumont and Orange to offer a 311 system designed to turn complaints into city action. Starting March 1st, the city will launch a new 311 system. It's for reporting problems like potholes, drainage, and code violations. You'll be able to contact the city during business hours or submit concerns anytime through the 311 app or the city's website. Mayor Charlotte Moses says the service is a key step towards strengthening communication.
It's essential. It's their services. It's their city. And so I think that we need to be responsive to all of our citizens. They can report anytime. They can report in the middle of the night on the website or through the app.
The mayor also says the new system should improve response times, and the city is also required to address each request within 24 hours.
Well, money already approved by the state is now officially on its way to Alice Keith Park in Beaumont, and it's all thanks to a $1.9 million Texas Parks and Wildlife grant. City Council, they unanimously approved a resolution Tuesday to accept funding for park improvements. That includes a new playground, splash pad, sports courts, and a computer lab. Beaumont Councilman A.J. Turner says the lab is going to provide more opportunities for South Park families.
We're going to add a computer lab with about 15 computers. With South Park being right there by Lamar University, we have Lamar students that have already committed to tutoring our students who may be going home after school to a situation where parents may not be there.
And we could see some of those improvements as soon as this summer. We're going to have the full story, more from a community activist coming up in the next half hour.
Beaumont city leaders are also taking steps to improve animal care across the city. A new proposal would expand the city's animal care advisory committee from 7 members to 15. This would bring in rescue groups, advocates, and animal welfare experts. A short-term goal is to meet more often, add resources at the shelter, and improve spay and neuter access to the community. City leaders say the goal is to further reduce euthanasia and save as many animals as possible.
When we do have animals come in, we're able to get them fostered, get them rescued, get them adopted, and we can move to having a zero-kill situation. But in order to really do that, we've got to do a better job with the community on getting people to help us control the population by spay and neutering.
The City Council is expected to vote on expanding the committee at its March 3rd meeting. All right, it's almost time to let the good times roll. Mardi Gras on the Sabine takes over this weekend. From floats and live music to beads flying through the air, the riverfront is about to turn into a giant party. 12 News reporter Derek Jones there. Speaking of party, Derek, you've got to learn how to Zydeco too.
Yeah, I have to learn how to do the Zydeco dance. I mean, I know how to two-step, you know, the step after, I don't know how the song go, but maybe Allison can help me. Allison, could you tell me a little bit about the music that we could be hearing this upcoming Saturday?
Sure, yeah, so it's Mardi Gras, so we're going to have some Zydeco music and a lot of the accordion type sound and some of the fiddle and everything. And then with Wayne Toops, he's got his signature Zydecajan sound where it kind of mixes both of those things. So we're really excited to have him out here. It's going to be a big treat for everybody. And admission is free, so we're hoping everybody comes out and enjoys that with us.
Gotcha. Why did you guys choose those 2 headliners for this event?
Oh yeah, it just seemed that with the Zydeco and the Zydecajan, it just fits Mardi Gras, and it fits in perfect with kind of the tradition and the culture of everything, and it's just a perfect fit for it, and that's kind of his whole thing is the Zydeco music and the Mardi Gras scene and all that. So I think he actually goes to Eunice after here, so we're excited to have him.
Great. And then what food can we expect? I know you mentioned vendors, and then this is my first ever Mardi Gras in Texas. So what food can we expect as well?
Sure, so we'll have a lot of Cajun food. It feels like gumbo weather right now. It's supposed to be warmer on Saturday, but in the evenings, yes. But we should have some jambalaya, some red beans and rice, stuff like that. We'll also have some burgers or some street tacos and that kind of thing, just in case the spice or the Cajun food's not your thing. And we'll have some sweets as well. So we're looking forward to all the good food that'll be out here.
Gotcha. And what activities can people expect to see for the Mardi Gras on the Sabine?
Yeah, so we'll have kid activities with bounce houses and face painting, things like that. For the adults, we'll have a beer booth and a wine booth with Free State Cellars. And then a new thing that we're doing that we're really excited about is we're doing the second line march with the Crew to Kids Parade. And we have a six-piece brass band coming in from New Orleans, the Big Fun Brass Band, and they will lead the Crew to Kids Parade where the kids dress up in costume and pull their wagons and everything. And then the community can join in. We'll have umbrellas and handkerchiefs for them to fall in on the second line parade. So we're very excited about that.
Well, Allison, thank you so much for joining me. Marketia, I have one question for you. What Mardi Gras food is a good try for me?
I already told you, baby, crawfish. You can't eat that. You tried boudin?
I
what
don't
else,
eat
Jeff?
pork.
Oh, now, let's go ahead and go to the next day, because before I say something,
We'll draft it.
we're going to have to find something. Rice.
Something. We'll have to find something. I want to try the food.
Bye, Derek. Coming up next, history is made at this year's Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. The Doberman Pinscher that won the top prize last night. But first, the National Weather Service will be in Liberty County today to determine whether tornado touched down yesterday.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
409 Sports. To us, it's about so much more than a highlight, wins or losses.
It's the heart that makes up the game, the triumph of the human spirit.
It's agony and victory, diehards and day ones. It can divide or unify a community.
We give you the stats, but then we inspire you with the stories. The unpredictable, unforgettable, and incomparable.
We bring it to you all because sports lives in the 409.
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, "Don't mess with Texas," means we gotta step up, walk the walk. Do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all these miles, all these traditions, for all us Texans, "Don't mess with Texas" means don't litter.
It's hard to really come to terms with dementia. There are little things that you can't even begin to plan for that happen that you need the early diagnosis for. My mom has done so much for me. There's no way that I wouldn't do the same for her. It's so important to have the conversation with your doctor earlier because you just do not know what the future holds.
Are you at the mercy of your bladder? If leaks are keeping you from living your best life, you should know that it doesn't have to be that way. Incontinence can be treated. Don't wait to get the help you deserve. The National Association for Continence is a nonprofit organization that's helped millions get on the path to a life without leaks. Visit nafc.org now to download your free pelvic floor muscle training kit and become the boss of your bladder.
The National Weather Service will be heading to Liberty County today to confirm whether this scene right here was caused by a tornado. This was captured on a homeowner's surveillance camera just south of Cleveland. Yesterday's cold front triggered several strong storms across Texas. Troy Clay spoke to the property owner who was home at the time.
You can see behind me some of the sheet metal that was torn off of a barn here in the Cleveland area when an apparent tornado struck the area. The damage captured on the homeowner's doorbell camera, which lasted all of 2 minutes, but destruction was left in its wake. Donald Enlow owns the massive property off of FM 1010 in Cleveland. He was home alone at the time that the storm hit.
And then all of a sudden it turned real dark, and within 2 minutes I heard the wind start blowing and going crazy, and I could looking out my back glass in the house and my dogs. I run to the back door and opened it, let them in, and all of a sudden it all hit, and all we could hear was metal screeching and glass breaking, and everything going crazy, limbs popping out of the trees and trees falling over.
Enlow says he ran to the middle of his house and waited for the storm to pass. Although the barn was heavily damaged, his house miraculously remains untouched.
That was Troy Kless reporting. The NWS will have to confirm if a tornado did in fact touch down there. But Jeff, you were kind of saying if you look at the way the wind was or how things were spinning, turning, that kind of helps determine.
Yeah, they look at the pattern of the debris. If the debris is all shoved off to one side, then it's probably just some straight line winds. But if it's scattered around and look like a circular pattern, then it probably had maybe a small weak tornado pass through there. So well, wait to see what they say after they go out and look at the damage out there. Let's take a look outside, and that front is pushed out of here. All it brought us was some much needed beneficial rainfall, and now we're dealing with clear skies behind the front. As we look right down I-10 there, traffic is starting to really pick up this morning from our 12 News studio here on our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. And looking at clear skies, we'll see sunshine throughout the day. Temperatures are chilly though behind the front. 41 right now in Jasper, 43 in Kirbyville. Then we see a couple of 46s from Silsbee to Orange, 45 in Beaumont. Woodville's at 44 and then 48 in Port Arthur. Front continues to work its way down towards the Gulf of Mexico. It's actually out in the Gulf now, and it's pushing all the rain out of here. Our radar right now is quiet. We'll see a quiet radar. Looks like through the next several days. Next chance of rain doesn't come into play until maybe Tuesday of next week, so it's going to be a while before we see some rainfall. So I'm glad we picked up some decent amounts with the front coming through last night. Temperatures start off in the 40s, but we'll quickly jump to the lower 50s by 10 a.m. and then we'll see temperatures near 60 at lunchtime and then lower 60s for highs today. So not quite as warm as it was yesterday, but not too chilly either. We'll be all right for this afternoon. As we head towards this evening, we'll really start to see temperatures drop off with winds lightening up, clear skies. We'll see temperatures fall back into the 40s by late in the evening and then eventually into the 30s tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is going to be a little frosty as we drop down into those middle 30s on Thursday morning. Forecast for today, mostly sunny. North winds at 10 to 15. Temperatures going to be there upper 50s and lower 60s. For tonight, we'll be in the middle 30s with clear skies and lighter winds at north at about 5 to 10. 7-day forecast shows high of only 60 tomorrow, and then we'll see a nice warm up as we head towards Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Look at that, lower 70s, looking good for your weekend. Tuesday, we'll see our next chance of rain, and right now it's only about a 20% chance of a couple of showers. But just waiting for the weekend. There'll be some cool to chilly mornings, but those afternoon highs. 74 on Sunday, what?
That is
what?
It's great weather as we head into Mardi Gras, Orange this weekend, of course, or if you want to go to Galveston or wherever you might take it.
Keep talking about that Galveston. Wow. You must be going.
I must be thinking about it.
Okay, so.
That or New Orleans, we'll see. All right, thank you, Jeff.
You bet.
Well, Friday's Artemis II launch has been delayed, and NASA is pushing it back to March at the earliest, saying that there were issues during a critical test yesterday. The mission hopes to send astronauts beyond the far side of the moon and the furthest that humans have traveled from Earth. Interesting. Well, a new community is being built in Kerrville for families who lost everything during the July 4th floods.
And it's all thanks to the nonprofit Habitat for Humanity. Simone Simpson with our sister station in San Antonio has the story.
You're looking at the first 10 disaster recovery homes in a new community in Kerrville. All the homes you see here will go to flood victims.
It's for families that can't build and where their house is existing, it's been destroyed, or because of elevation they're not able to build, or even trauma that they don't want to live where they saw horrific things happening.
The Mariposa community is part of the Habitat for Humanity's affordability program. The only criteria? Low-income individuals.
So we started with the people that needed it the most, that don't have other resources, and the foundation empowered us to do that.
The Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country is funding $2.5 million for these first 10 homes you see here.
We're matching the homes, matching to the needs of the family. Everything that we have received is going back into the local economy. 98% of the money that we are spending goes directly to suppliers and local subcontractors. It's thank you, because you're doing it with us.
The 44-home community is expected to be done in 3 years, building hope, one plank at a time.
It's really about empowering the family. It's about giving them a chance. Once you have an affordable home, you can now afford better health care, you can get better education and that kind of thing. So it really is the single best way to lift someone out of poverty.
The first 10 homes of a 44-home community will be done by May this year. Reporting from Kerrville, Simone Simpson.
All right, check this out. History was made last night at this year's Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Yeah, it's the first time that a Doberman Pinscher has won the top prize since 1989. Here's ABC's Danny New.
The winning moment at the 150th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show quickly became an emotional one.
Penny the Doberman Pinscher with Andy Litton.
In New York's Madison Square Garden Tuesday night, Penny the Doberman Pinscher was crowned Best in Show, standing alongside her handler, Andy Linton.
She is as great a Doberman as I've ever seen.
Linton has been battling Parkinson's disease for a few years now, and he appeared to be fighting back tears as he discussed his journey back to the sport's biggest stage.
What has it taken to get you back here?
I had some goals, and this was one, this was one of them.
Well, thankfully for Andy, he had experience on his side.
Making a smile. She's got a big smile.
In 1989, the last time a Doberman won Best in Show, guess who the handler was? Why, that would be Andy with his pal, Indy.
Afghan Hound, number 8.
But 37 years later, Andy and Penny did have stiff competition from the other 6 group winners.
She's drawing in the crowd.
Zeta, the Afghan Hound, seemed to be winning over the audience with her graceful strides.
Crowd's getting into it.
And the never-ending fluff of Graham, the Old English Sheepdog, yielded a "We love you" from a spectator.
Magnificent. Perfect stance, arched neck.
But you can hear how Penny's elegant stance alone seemed to be undeniable to the experts.
The Doberman Pinscher.
And now Andy gets to reach the mountaintop of the sport he's dedicated so much of his life to once again.
Just a great honor.
Clearly worthy of winning the historic 150th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. By the way, Westminster is the second longest running continuously held sporting event in the U.S. First place belongs to the Kentucky Derby. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Cute pups. All right, we're going to have more news and weather in your morning rush out.
From Dallas to Houston, San Antonio to Austin, it's the news that moves all of Texas. Texas News Now. One power-packed hour with enough Texas news to fill a 10-gallon hat. Your top headlines, weather alerts, and big travel updates. No matter where you're headed, across town or across the state, we've got Texas covered. Texas News Now, weekdays, noon, only on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
To the spot welders and forklift drivers, to the pipeline technicians and plant operators, to the chemists, custodians, and contractors, and the engineers, pilots, and wellhead pumpers. To the people working day after day, keeping our Power City rolling, 12 News is telling your stories.
Extended the temporary restraining order.
When industry news breaks, we're on the front lines, digging into the issue, filtering out rumors, and giving you the facts, direct from inside sources.
Lamar is working to protect Power City from hackers.
Taking on the story from all sides and all angles with award-winning coverage.
The company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Southeast Texas is a Power City, and we're bringing the power to you. 12 News, putting Southeast Texas first.
This is a tornado on the ground.
And the roads are slippery.
We have a tropical storm warning.
Look at this water.
Street flooding in Beaumont.
It is going to get extremely cold.
The metal building blew away from a business.
Staying safe behind the wheel is imperative.
Find a safe spot, move to an interior room.
Just make sure you're staying safe.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
No matter where we start, every mile brings us closer. And as Texans, we take care of each other along the way. We lend a hand, slow down, and take our time. At the end of the day, we all want to get home safe. Drive like a Texan. Kind, courteous, and safe.
Hey, welcome back to Daybreak, 7:55 right now. It's time for your morning rush out.
Here's everything you need to know as you start your day. One person was hurt yesterday in a natural gas pipeline explosion in Cameron Parish. It happened at the Delphin LNG pipeline near Holly Beach and Johnson Bayou. Officials say flames may still be visible as the fire burns out. There were no off-site impacts reported.
Beaumont police, they hope that someone can help get in touch with Larry Andrews' family. His body was found in a vacant lot downtown Monday near Jefferson and Wall Streets. Officials say that his death does not appear to be criminal, but they are still waiting on autopsy results. So if you know how to contact his family, call the police.
We're learning more about a man found dead in a wheelchair outside a Port Arthur convenience store. Justice of the Peace Joseph Guillory II says there's no confirmed cause of death. 61-year-old James Raleigh was found outside the store near Turtle Creek Drive and 9th Avenue last Tuesday. Overnight temperatures at the time fell into the low 20s.
It's not in the 20s, but it's in the 40s this morning, so make sure you at least have a jacket for the morning hours. This afternoon, we'll get into the lower 60s with plenty of sunshine. Lots of sun through the next few days, but cold on Thursday morning, down to 37. Then look at those 70s coming into play. Starting Friday, going through the weekend, into Monday and Tuesday of next week, highs in the 70s. Lows will be a little cool to chilly, but overall, looks like a pretty good forecast. Next chance of rain Tuesday at about 20%.
All right, check this out. In the White Rock neighborhood of Dallas, an unusual sight expected this week. Hundreds of goats. The city, they are bringing them in to hopefully clear out an invasive plant called privet. Now, starting tomorrow, almost 300 goats are going to be on the loose out there to snack on more than 11 acres. They'll remain through next week, and apparently they're going to make short work of all that grass out there.
But you know, what goes in one end comes out the other.
Yeah.
Oh.
300 goats? I'm just saying.
Like grass and a goose. All right, thanks for watching Daybreak here on 12 News Plus.
We'll be back for midday at 11.
Have a great day, everybody.